Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lumin and today we're having a look at Dragonheir Silent Gods. This is an open world high fantasy strategy RPG that takes players on an epic journey where they can discover a dynamic world with high quality character models and diverse exploration possibilities that include character customization options and branching storylines. I wouldn't call that the best possible description of this game, but hey, I mean, there it is. And they have some character creation that we can have a look at here. You will notice that 3 of the race choices are available. The lizard folk are coming soon, but they've been coming soon for a long time, so I decided it's about time to jump in. When the lizard folk do get added, I'll check them out as well. For now, however, we're going to have a look at what's available for human, half-elf, and dwarf. If you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about this game, you can do so by following the links below. I don't know much about it. I will admit that right off the bat. I do know that the character models look kind of nice, so we're going to check them out. You can use the timestamps to jump between the different parts of this video. And I'll say here at the start, if you'd like to contribute, if you'd like to tell me about this game, if you like it, don't like it, if there are parts of it that stand out, anything, really. I'd love to hear it because, again, I don't see myself playing the game all that much, but I do like the characters. That's it. Let's get started. We're going to jump in first and have a look at the humans. The most widespread and common kind on the continent, with high productivity and mobility, cultivate various civilizations. Strength 10, intelligence 10, dexterity 11, constitution 11, charisma 11, and wisdom 11. We're going to jump in and customize them immediately, then we'll do the rest of them. Now, you select in human here. It is gender locked. You got a female. That's it. This is basically the character you're jumping in with. And as far as I understand, the game allows you to sort of collect a whole bunch of heroes and or characters. I'm not sure if this would be your main one then, or if this is just your first one, or how it works really, but they do gender lock these, so you don't get all that many choices. If you want to play male, you're going to have to go for the half-elves or the dwarves that are there. If you want female, this is your only choice. It is what it is. I hate saying stuff like that, but there you go. Here, we have 2 choices here. Again, the character model is really nice. Like, it's a detailed model. It looks cool. Facial pattern. I mean, okay, if you're going to call that a pattern. it's like scarring and you know, extra bits and pieces. I want to say, like, I can see freckles on the thumbnails here, but I'm not seeing the freckles on the character model. Not really. Which is a bit of a pity, but it's whatever. I love freckles. Apparently there are lots of opportunities to get scarred. Ah, there we go. Those are the patterns. Right on, dude. These look kind of nice. Funny, one doesn't see these kinds of facial markings and patterns and stuff all that often. I say these kinds, meaning like slightly different, stepping away from the norm. I know there are games with like pretty decent facial paints and stuff like that, but these are unique. Ah, the celestial freckles. Okay, I like the subtle blue. Well, it's not all that subtle in terms of makeup, but the blue around the eyes is nice. Cool. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm impressed by that. That's kind of nice. These are fine choices. I also like how these poof into existence when you scroll. That looks kind of cool. Let's go with the blue around the eyes. I like that. Cloak. We have 2 choices. This sort of shoulder cover, or the long cape that, you know, it's pretending there's something there that isn't there. But that's fine. Let's go with this one. I think it looks nicer. 2 choices there. Then you get to pick your colors for your clothing. It's just the bottom part. That's kind of nice. Yeah, let's take one that matches the eyes. And then finally, skin tone. I do feel like the skin tone should have been first. That's like your most important choice. Yeah, it looks alright. And you can go pretty dark, so that's kind of cool. Now, when you do click on continue here, it just takes you to the name and then you start. So that's pretty much it for customization. And that looks good, by the way. It's a nice looking character. In terms of the amount of options, it's a little disappointing, obviously, but whatever. Next up, we have half-elf. As descendants of humans and elves, half-elves possess the advantages of both kinsfolk, a long life, elegance, and creativity. However, most of them are estranged from their tribes and unable to find a true home. Huh. I mean, they're quite handsome, though. Strength, intelligence 10, dexterity 11, constitution 10, charisma 12, and wisdom 11. With 12 charisma, couldn't they charm their way into a home or something like that? I like the little spin they do. Right, so we have two different hairstyles here. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good. Let's go with the starter one for now. Facial patterns. These are unfortunately most likely going to be the same, but we are going to check them all out regardless because they might look different on this character. The same as the human ones, for those that perhaps skipped here. Yeah, I mean, I like these a lot. I think it looks fantastic, but it is a pity that they do seem to share pretty much all the markings and stuff like that. It sort of signals to me the reason for the lizard folk not being there, because they might need custom assets, you know? Let's put the celestial freckles on. I like those. There we go. Cloak. We have a choice of this little dagger or sword sheathed on the back. It's a sword, isn't it? Or we can have the cloak. I mean, obviously we're taking the sword. It looks way cooler. Clothing color. Different colors from the humans, at least. Not much different. This looks nice. Yeah, we'll go with a purple. And then finally skin tone. That little spin. It's so dramatic. I love it. I'd like to zoom in for this. Dude, the celestial freckles are nice. They have slightly different skin tones. Like, they have these colors here that are not quite, like, you know, you'd expect it to go white, brown, black. This is different. This is different. Cool. Sort of reminds me of, like, tiefling skin colors. Yeah. Nice. I'd take this one. Makes it look a bit like a drow or something. Alright. The final race. A serious and relentless race that is good at forging. They've gone through the ages with the power granted by drinking and singing. Okay. Sounds like good powers to me. The dwarves are united by their loyalty and sense of honor towards their race. Strength 12, intelligence 10, dexterity 10, constitution 12, charisma 10, and wisdom 10. Seems like we got basically the same amount of points spread out for all of them, just sort of spread differently. Those are some serious eyebrows, man. Serious eyebrows. Okay, so I want to just... I'm going to say it. This doesn't look like a dwarf, it looks more like a human. But okay, you know, whatever. Let's take the hairstyle that makes it look more dwarvish. Facial pattern, nice spin. Okay, okay. Funny, you know, the thumbnail makes it seem like the graphics are nicer than they are. I don't know. Like, you can see, like, the scar goes through the beard and stuff like that. It looks sort of more crisp. It's probably just because it's sort of shrunk down, compressed a little bit. That looks good on him. Not very dwarvish, mind you, but that looks good. Let's see if the skin colors are different when we get there. Oh, well, how can we not take this one? That's way nicer. Yeah, of course. Take that. It's like the Night's Watch cloak. Of course we're going to take it. Clothing colors. I would take the darkest one here, probably. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that dark. This one's darker. There we go. Skin tones. Huh. I like that. I mean, I like all of these, but I feel like this one sort of suits the character a little bit. I don't know if this is really a dwarf, but hey, whatever, man. There it is. That's what the dwarves look like. As I mentioned, we don't have the lizard folk here. They look like they could be kind of cool. They could elevate this character creation system out of the mundane and into the average. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, there it is. A look at the character creation in Dragonheir Silent Gods. There's not much here. There's not much. I don't know. I think I read somewhere that this was initially a mobile game, but I'm not sure if that's sort of true or not. Again, you guys can tell me if you know anything about it. But, I mean, the system sort of it leaves a lot to be desired. It's alright. Like, the characters, I think, look nice, and that's like, it's always a good start if the characters look nice, and you can sort of take it from there and build on that. However, you know, I looked at this a few months ago, and now I'm back here looking at it again, and they haven't built much on it. so I don't know. I don't know. Take it for what it is. You know, it's just an extra added on to the sort of the game itself, which has you control and pick up and use various heroes, not just these ones. So there you go. You can check back here soon for more. Once again, let me know what you think. Give this one a like and share it and do all that good stuff. Most importantly though, hey, happy creating those characters. Happy that.